In most social interactions that we have, and especially the ones of romantic nature, there is often a power dynamic that decides whether a woman desires us. And that is the lack or presence of satisfaction in being able to control or manipulate our internal emotional well-being. When a woman feels the satisfaction of being able to induce nervousness or self-doubt within us with her pure presence, it's an instant giveaway that we subconsciously value her status more than our own, allowing her to enter our psyche and reorganize our feelings exactly as she pleases. We're essentially putting her on a pedestal that implies her social worth being above ours, and with that, her desire to pursue us fades away. It's like she wins you over at that point and hence, no longer wants to have you. I mean, why would she? She already does. It's exactly this want, or desire for ownage, that implies and is synonymous with attraction. The chase is what defines the longing. There is this natural competitiveness in some social interactions that, among others, manifests itself in potentially romantic encounters. Different examples of this phenomenon include male versus male work environment rivalries, where the price isn't attraction, but the increase in our professional status. It's an everlasting battle in who can shift the other person's internal emotional state the most, with the significant distinction in romantic affairs being that even entering the race makes you the loser. A true alpha doesn't contemplate who's in control of the interaction because he's fully satisfied with himself with or without the woman's presence, and is completely emotionally indifferent to the outcome of the intercourse. He doesn't enter the game at all. He's the winner by default. Even attempting to adjust this power balance logically proves that there was one in the first place that we're trying to artificially manipulate in our favor. It's why the majority of guys on here go out and make themselves look like idiots trying to act all tough and everything, with women sensing the falsehood and subconsciously feeling even more satisfaction and even less desire than towards, let's say, a beta who's at least honest about being a wussy. It's been proven by many studies that women are much more socially competent than men and can pick up on many small cues that give our weakness away. Obviously, this isn't always immediate, and that is exactly what shit tests are for. They're a measure of our internal resistance to exterior stimuli. If you think about it, all the lessons are fundamentally based on this premise. Why do we hold a frame, try to be outcome independent? So that she knows that she simply doesn't have the power to mess around with our emotional state. She doesn't get to own that core of our being and thus submits herself to the chase for that satisfaction. Being emotionally indifferent and outcome independent isn't some magic spell that will make every woman long for us. Some of them will simply think that we're too short, too stupid, or just might not get that vibe from us. Others may romanticize sensitive beta losers and only pursue that kind of man. Virtually, for one reason or another, some women may decide to not enter this chase for possession of our feelings at all. I mean, human nature is complex, but compiled with other on-the-date skills such as maintaining eye contact, lifting and general care in appearance, push-pull techniques, flirt escalation, and others, we can maximize our chances of success of getting married or whatever it is just that we ourselves desire. And I know that I criticize guys who try to fake their confidence, but in essence, 1,000 of these forced approaches is what, via somewhat of an exposure therapy, will give them the emotional stability that builds the attraction and desire from women that they seek. So if you're a wussy, brute force through it until you aren't. Ideally, mixing all these strategies with the basic understanding of desire, as well as leading a productive, fulfilling career and lifestyle in which we try to increase our mental complexity, is what, in my opinion, creates a true alpha male.